Boom boom.
Rap ain't
What?
no barbecue, bro.
Bro, I said just drop a few lines.
Nah,
Nah.
those days are over,
Nah.
man.
No,
Days
no,
are over,
no, no,
bro.
no.
I
Nah,
retired, man. That's that
bro.
that
You
joint's.
didn't retire, join.
I
Shut
retired a
up.
long time ago,
No, you
dog.
didn't.
You know I did.
No, you didn't.
Hold up, let me see. So let's get some music in the background. I'm gonna rap right now. Nah, I'm just playing.
My
I don't
name
like
is
this music,
Jay.
but this is
I'm
good
really,
coming.
really gay.
Guys, stupid, dog. Sounds like someone has some what do they call that thing? I
I
forget what
don't,
it's called.
I don't
Never
know what
mind.
you're talking about.
Joke flow, man. But anyways, man, what's going on,
Yes,
bro?
sir.
Welcome
Yes,
back to
sir.
the stream. Let's go, baby. Uncut show.
For
You know what I'm saying? My name is Coach
sure.
Brown. This is yo, this guy, yo. All right, forget it. Forget
Sure.
it. I'm Coach Brown. He's for sure a guy.
Yes, sir.
Oh shit. But yo, man.
He.
Yeah, man. Uh, where do you want to stop, man? Number one, what's up with you, man? How's your week going, bro? Before we dive into tonight.
Bro, it's been hot. That's heat, bro. It ain't even that bad, but it is bad at the same time. You know what I'm saying? Like yesterday we did a half a day of work. Today I had a doctor's appointment for Charlie, so I only did like half a day of work. I went in at like 2:00, something like that, 2:30, something. I don't remember. But yeah, man, sweating, bro. It was 100 outside. It was like 150 inside that garage, bro. Hot.
Jesus. Yeah,
I
I was on a mission. Soon as I knew you hit me up about swimming today, but I didn't see it till late because it was a crazy day. But
Yeah,
that's
but
where
I know
I've
you
been
don't
at,
want me.
man.
I know you don't want me at the crib anyway. So good.
Nah, those
So good.
sides.
Hell,
Oh God, there we go.
Yeah,
But
you don't want
anyways,
your misfit brother over there. I get it. I get it. I don't
I'm
want to
like,
bring dirt on your name. I get it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Mike comes to the parties. He's like, "Yo, bust a rap." I'm like, "Yo, get this guy out of here."
Nah, it wasn't even me. Yo, it was Jen. She was like, "Come on, put our song on, play it." Jay's like,
Did I play the verse? Nah,
you
I
played
didn't, right?
hers. You
I
played like
hers
you for like 10 seconds of it.
Yo, for real.
I don't want nobody to think bad of me.
It's a whole different life.
I used to be a killer.
Yo, I'm just glad I made it out the rap life, man. Holy moly!
You was never
guacamole.
in the rap life, bro.
I was dog. Yeah, wilding. I was in that rap life. I was like, If you look up rap in the dictionary, you'll see a picture of me.
Yeah.
For real, we had the hip hop. Hip hop was on lock, man. Like you don't know the full.
And you gave up,
me
bro.
and the crew, man.
So disappointing.
Nah,
man.
but I had to.
You didn't have to do nothing.
Nah, I chose the light, bro. You know what I'm saying? I chose.
Oh, you didn't want to sell your soul? You didn't want to be wearing dresses?
I didn't want to sell my soul, man, and start talking junk that ain't good for the children, man. Yo, Wu-Tang is for the kids, bro. You know what I'm
saying? Yeah.
Mom in the building. What's going on, Mom? Welcome to the stream.
What up, Mama?
Pop it up one time. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, the heat wave was crazy. So like, I was just in the pool, chilling. Andrew's like,
just rub it in. Just rub it in.
Yo, you gotta put sunblock.
Yeah.
I'm like, nah, like I don't get sunburn. She's like, oh, what about that time? I'm like, that wasn't a sunburn. That was a sun rash.
Yeah, it was a heat rash.
Heat rash. But yeah, man, it was good, man. Just floating around. I can't wait to put the bigger pool next year. So at the end of this year, we're gonna put the bigger pool. You know
I'm trying to make a trip this week, man. The waterways out in Cape Cod.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, okay. if you're trying to go, let me know.
All right.
I might, but you might be working because it's gonna be during the week because I got the whole week off.
Okay.
So I'm trying to go out there and do something for Charlie. Nah, I mean,
you been we went. Andrew took me out for my birthday to
Oh, that gay bar. Oh, okay.
Yeah, all right. Top Golf, dog. Top Golf. You ever been to Top Golf?
Oh, no, I had no invite, so.
Okay. No. It was a surprise. You know what I mean? It was really just her. It was just really me, her, and the kids. That's it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
But yeah, the joint was fire, man. Like I didn't know we was going, and we pulled up.
I heard it's expensive though, man.
I don't know because she, you know what I mean, she covered it, so I don't even know what she dropped on it.
Oh, she dropped some money then. I heard it's like 60 an hour per person.
Something, man. I don't know. Whatever it was worth it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it was a good experience to the point like when it was time to leave, I'm like, damn, I really don't want to leave. Like, you know what I mean? Like it's like
that's literally like 30 seconds from my house, bro.
Yeah, we gotta plan like an adult trip over there, like, you know what I'm saying? And
yeah, for sure.
Get it rocking. Yo, Diddy's going free, bro. What you think?
I think he's gonna do some jail time, but I don't think he's gonna go down for all the shit that they said he's gonna go down for. You feel me? I don't think they got enough evidence, and if they do sentence him to some crazy time in jail, I think it'll get appealed, yo. Yeah. Because yo, how can they not let him testify, bro? They're bringing all these charges against him, right? But then they won't let him testify, but they let 40 fucking other people testify.
But is it that they won't let him testify, or
they won't let him?
He wanted to. But
he wanted to, but they won't.
But how could they block that though?
Easy, the same way they block all the other evidence.
Okay. Either way, you know what I'm saying? Like, let's just say, let's play this out, right? Let's just say that they say, oh, Diddy not guilty. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like on the major charges, I think they're gonna hit him with something, but on the major charges, they're like, oh, not guilty, and he doesn't really do that much time, or he doesn't do any time at all. Like, Diddy ain't bouncing back from rubbing the sauce on his nipples and stuff. Like, I don't think he could bounce back from that.
Nah, but
I think he could have bounced back.
But there is a whole community for that kind of stuff. So he might just go towards that, lean towards that.
Fringe, I don't know about that fringe though. Like, there's a community, but I don't think they're like that fringe.
That boy, come on, play.
Oh, hold on, I can't see. Oh, Wob in the building. What's going on, Wob? Welcome to the stream. Yo,
Yes,
Wob
sir.
probably got some insight on this, man. But listen, either way, you know what I'm saying? If Diddy walked off of this joint, like, he can't climb back to what he was doing. I don't think.
I think he might though.
I don't know. Maybe. I mean, R. Kelly's locked up now, but the first time around, he had a tape, and they let him. You know what I'm saying? They let him climb back. You know what I'm saying? So
I don't
know.
I think if he does get off, he's going after head, Joe, because mad people flip flopped on him, bro. Mad people flip flopped on him, and they were calling him a diddler and Diddy the diddler and all these, but they can't prove that he did anything to any, or they were trying to say he was sex trafficking underage girls, but he wasn't. They never brought that to the trial ever, not once, right? So only thing they said was he was sex trafficking because he paid the Punisher, that guy, you know, to cross state lines to come freak off for him and Cassie.
Yeah.
Now, I mean, is that soliciting prostitution? Yeah. Sex trafficking? I don't think so.
Yo, they said that law came from damn, I forget the guy's name. He was a boxer. It was like back in the day. And it actually, if I'm remembering this correctly, they put that law in place because he would actually have his wife travel from state to state with him. But they were an interracial couple at the time when that was frowned upon. So they created that law and actually charged him with that, you know what I'm saying? For having his wife cross state lines to be with him while he was fighting in different places. And it was actually I think if I remember correctly, it was on the record until I think Trump pardoned him. I gotta look it up. I gotta see what his name was, man. But
but either way, yo, it's bogus shit, yo. I mean, they're trying to charge him for having weapons. I'm pretty sure all the weapons were legal. If not, then what is he gonna get? A weapons charge and disorder? I mean, what is it? Oh my god, friggin' I can't even think right now.
Oh, like, Jack Johnson was his name.
Jack Johnson.
Yep.
Yeah. But I mean, I think he'll get charged with domestic violence. He should get charged with domestic violence against Cassie because he should never put his hands on her.
But that's the thing. I think that's why they're not really playing that angle, because I think it's that might be, I don't know if there's a statute of limitation on that, or if she signed off on some sort of.
Well, he paid her off. He gave her money.
That might have been in that thing that he paid her off for. Like,
she wasn't supposed to say shit, bro. He paid. I think it was $1 million, bro, and she came back and testified against him. That shit's crazy, bro. And Kid Cudi, I mean, how would you feel, right? If you're like, I don't want to say like P. Diddy's like a manly man, but like you're freaking off with all these girls, right? And Kid Cudi out here wearing dresses and stuff, and then he steals your girl. You get what I'm saying? Like, how would you feel? That would make you feel like less than a man. And I think Diddy already had self-esteem issues. That's why he was doing all this stuff anyway.
Yeah, well, if you're rolling around with a Tootsie Roll, like they
say,
true.
That's when you need to call the Punisher.
Yo, but question.
He's like Cassie, just close your eyes and think it's me.
So where do you take
that?
It's stupid. Where do you fall in this regard, right? Because obviously we know that there's a I'm just gonna bring it here. You know, there's a code that people live by when it comes to, like, you know, even hip hop stuff or even street stuff. You know what I mean? Like, oh, you don't talk to the cops, all that type of stuff.
Yeah.
Obviously, that's some young guy stuff. You know what I mean? We grown men, all that.
Some YN stuff.
YN stuff. But cats were saying like, oh, Kid Cudi's a rat, like he's ratting, da da da. All this, like this internet talk going on. What do you think? Do you consider that ratting? Because the dude tried to blow him up, and now he's on the stand talking about it. Is he ratting, or is he just keeping it Dougie? Like,
I don't think he tried to. I don't think he tried to blow him up. I think he just tried to set his car on fire.
Yo, he broke in the crib and opened his presents, bro. That's crazy. Like, yo, he broke in his crib on Christmas and opened his presents, bro. That's crazy, dog.
I don't think he broke in. I think he got let in. He got let in.
Whatever it was. Yeah. Like, somebody come in my crib and open my gifts. Like, that's next level type of... You know what I mean?
I mean, yeah. I think he was using his status and his power to his advantage. I mean, what person in power doesn't, bro? You know what I mean? The judges use their power. You know what I'm saying? They take their power to put somebody in jail for the rest of their life. So how can you get mad at somebody for using the power that they have? Exactly. If you got that power, you're gonna use it. Maybe not everybody uses it for the right reasons, but I mean, it's the same way that judges put innocent people in jail for their life. And then they say, guess what? You can't do nothing because I'm the judge. Right? Yeah. And Diddy was like, bad boy, you can't do shit because I'm Diddy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying?
I got the key to the city. What you trying to do?
For real.
Mom said Medea's in trouble. Fat Joe's in trouble.
Yeah, Fat Joe's.
What happened with Fat Joe?
He got charged with like banging minors.
He was messing with young Jones?
Yeah, supposedly. And then and Tyler Perry got charged for like trying to like do it with some like muscly white guy from his set. Yeah, Perry's he's a fudge packer.
Nah, bro. But I already knew that. Because dude was I forget dude was saying how he sent bottles to his boy at the club, like, you know what I'm saying? Like
you could just tell, bro.
Like way back in the day.
Look at his whole like, and I'm not saying nothing against any Madea movies and nothing like that, because those should be funny, but I'm saying like for a black man to want to dress up as a woman all the time and to like make his parody around that, like clearly he's got some kind of like
something
issue
going on in there.
You know what I mean? And I'm not saying like it's just because of that, but yeah, I mean, you could just tell. And when you look at him and you talk to him, or like you just hear him talk, you could tell. There's always there's always that. Like if you're a straight man and you hear a gay man talk that's playing straight, you could tell. Like I don't know, I've always been like that. Like I know when people are gay, I could just tell. You know what I'm saying? Even if they're trying to play like they're not, I'm like, yeah, something ain't right. You know what I mean? So,
yo, Bob said, and I agree with Bob. He said he's not a street dude, so he's not snitching. Yeah, Kid Cudi never claimed to be a street.
Yeah,
dude.
Nah.
So yeah, I don't think
he was snitching. I just think he was telling his side of events, how it happened from his point of view.
They were saying that he could have got up there and just been like, I don't recall. I seen this on a podcast.
But at the same time, he said, yo, Cassidy was playing both of us.
Yeah.
So like, it wasn't like he was trying to like say like Diddy did all this and blah blah blah. He was like, yeah, Cassie was part of it too. Like she was playing both of us at the same time. So if anybody should be at fault, it's her.
Yeah. My thing is this, like, this is crazy to me because I'm like, all right, I'm just considering all things here. I'm looking at it like this, like you're P Diddy, right? Mm-hmm. You're a superstar in the world, like, you know what I mean? You got a lot of money. You can have a lot of women. Mm-hmm. But over this one joint, you going around trying to blow up cars, opening people's presents. You know what I mean? But like, I don't know, it's mad weird to me.
But you ever heard of a fatal attraction, bro? Like when love makes you do crazy shit sometimes, bro.
I get it.
You know what I'm saying? I almost, took out 2 people one time because of that. So, you know what I'm saying? And imagine if that would have happened, bro, I'd be in jail right now for the rest of my life for killing 2 people.
I'll be talking about you on a podcast.
Exactly, bro.
Like, yo, my brother Mike was wilding out here in these streets, man.
Was?
He had a fatal attraction, man.
It was bad, bro. I'm so glad I got away from that shit, bro.
Jeff in the building. What's going on, Jeff? Welcome to the stream. Clap it up for Jeff. And we're going to clap it up for Wob, too. I don't know if
you're for sure.
Oh, yeah. But yeah, man. Yo, let's fast forward past the Diddy stuff because I don't want to get hung up on the Diddy stuff. But
sure. Hey, you ever heard this song before?
What's that?
Bomb, 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 I ran. Bomb, 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 bomb.
Nah, you're stupid, dog. That ain't no song. It sounds like I was saying yo to what you said, but I'm saying yo to what Wob said. Yo, it really is a distraction, man. All of this stuff is, man, because listen, like, I'm not even gonna go into what's actually happening right now on the planet because it's whole. Like literally, I would need like hours to
Bro,
really
if people
peel that onion. You know what I mean?
if people knew what was actually going on in the world, it would make them question. It would have them questioning reality, bro. What's real and what's not.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's so much shit going on behind the scene that unless you know about it, like people like me and you that look at that shit.
Yeah.
If you don't know what to look for, you'll live your life thinking like nothing. The government does nothing wrong. There's nothing going on behind closed doors, bro. There's so much shit going on right now.
But it's all everything that they have us considering, all of that stuff is just the stage. Like they told you, it's a world stage. So like this is the show they put on for us to keep us looking and watching. Like, oh, look at this happen. Oh, look at that happen. Oh, look at that happen. Meanwhile, the real world is actually happening. You know what I mean? Yo, Wob's crazy, bro. Listen, Wob's crazy. I
was just thinking that. I was just thinking about the Anunnaki.
Yo, dog. Listen, I don't know, Wob. I don't know if we should really go into that right now.
We might get canceled.
Nah, because listen, if I'm gonna say this, right, I'm not gonna go too crazy, but if they're not already here and preparing for what's about to go down, someone's aware that they're on the way. You know what I mean? Someone is aware that they're on the way, man.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, the news is just that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we already know that new comes from new. So there's a reason why they call it the news, right? Because they're giving you this information to create something new inside of you. You know what I mean? But they're giving you negative energy, negative news. They're giving you news to make you anxious. They're giving you all this stuff, man. And he said the war in Iran was for the money. Listen, the war in Iran, there's layers to that. So the war in Iran was for the money, right? But then I will also have you consider that we just talked about the Anunnaki who were nested in Mesopotamia, which is in the Middle East area, and all of a sudden they're blowing up specific sites. I mean, just something to think about. You know what I mean? Things that make you go, because they did the same thing with the Iraq war. So many ancient sites, ancient temples, statues, things of the ancient world that were blown to for no reason. They were out there just shooting down temples, blowing stuff up, like all that type of stuff.
Just getting rid of history, bro.
It was cover up mode. They was covering something up.
But you know what I noticed though? Well, like most people, they watch the news or whatever. But if
let me say this real quick, and then I'm
go ahead.
Just because I don't want to skim over Jeff's joint. He said there's definitely some sleeper cells. Oh yeah, in the U.S., the NSA are listening. Yeah. Go ahead, Mike, and then we're gonna dive into what Jeff said.
No, like when the news is on and shit, and you're watching it, and they're highlighting all these things, and people are glued to the TV, and they're watching that. The real shit is going across the bottom of the screen and little ass words, bro. Like if you ever catch that, like the other day I was watching it, and it was talking about how a bunch of volcanoes are gonna erupt, and that there's gonna be massive earthquakes throughout the whole entire world. And all kinds of shit all over right through the bottom of the screen, but they weren't talking about that shit. They were talking about the Diddy trial, talking about Iran, talking about the president swearing, all this stuff. But at the bottom of the screen, it's talking about all these volcanoes that have been active, that are going to be active, and it's going to cause tsunamis, it's going to cause earthquakes in parts of the world that never ever experienced that shit. So I mean, there's a lot going on right now, bro. And to what he said, the Anunnaki, I feel like everything's lining up, yo, and they're gonna come back, bro. And will it be for the good or the bad? We don't know. You know what I mean? So only time will tell.
Before I dive to Wob's next comment, because I definitely want to dive into this a little bit deeper. Pause. But I want to go back to Jeff's. He said there's definitely some sleeper cells in the U.S.
For sure.
So, yeah. Listen, all of this type of stuff. When we think about like warfare and stuff like that, like it really is chess. You know what I mean? So like, what we're looking at, they're already like 5 to 10 or 15. Not only steps ahead, but years ahead in what they're planning to do. You know what I mean? So like all of that open border stuff, was all preparation. It wasn't because, oh, we're these amazing people and we want everybody to come to the country. It's like, nah, like, you know what I mean? There was a lot of moving parts to that. And one of those moving parts is there's a lot of people in position in this country that's just waiting for the green light to say, oh yeah, it's time to pop off.
You know what strategy is? It's always to infiltrate and attack from within.
And you know the crazy part, sleeper cells. Like, if you got people that's on a mission, like these people are on missions,
they could be your best friend. You'll never even know,
bro. Yeah, like you could be working. Oh, how's it going? Oh, how's the kids? Like, oh yeah, and when it's time to go, like it's a switch because it's psychological. It's a switch, and then they just go.
Well, they call them. They'll call them on the phone, and they'll say it's a trigger word. They Friday, August 15th. Click, and then. Boom, and then they're a total different person. They want to kill whoever they're supposed to kill, or act out their plan.
Pork chops and applesauce. You know
exactly. No, that's how it is. Brainwashed. Yo, I watched a whole documentary on that shit where they brainwashed a guy, and they told him that his assignment was to assassinate a public figure, right?
Yep.
And he said, "When I snap my fingers, you're gonna carry out this attack, and then as soon as you're done, you're not gonna remember anything that happened." Snaps his fingers. The guy goes downstairs. He knew where the gun was. Knew what, even though it wasn't a real gun.
Yeah.
And it was being recorded. This guy acted out all these things and went and killed this person. He had no idea who the person was, but that was his assignment. And they brainwashed him to do that. And then as soon as the job was done, boom, he had no idea what happened.
Well, just think about this. Let's keep it very, very simple and basic, right? The people that doing hypnosis, just hypnosis, have you on a state. It's like, when I snap my fingers, you're gonna bark like a dog. Snap your fingers, they're barking like a dog. You ha, all that stuff. He's like, when I snap your fingers, you're gonna come back. Snap your fingers, you come back. You don't even know what the hell happened. If we could do that on a hypnosis level, like, you know what I mean? Like, imagine like MK Ultra level.
Oh yeah,
like that's like super next level. You know what I mean?
I watched a whole documentary on that MK Ultra shit, yo.
Not only that, they got what is it? I forget the name of the technology, but basically they can point something at you and basically implant like
thoughts in your head,
thoughts in your mind. Like, you know what I mean? Like, just by pointing the shit at you.
So did you see that part about MK Ultra where they had they had a thing where they were bringing in kids that had it was during like the like when I think the 80s, I think it was, or it could have been the 70s or 60s, but it was they would bring you in school and they wanted to talk to kids that felt like they had special powers, like kids that can move shit with their mind, or telekinesis, kids that and they had all. That's kind of like where they got, you know, Stranger Things from. That was like kind of like part of the MK Ultra where they had all these people that had special gifts, psychics, people that could read your mind, see into the future, and they locked all these people away, bro, and studied them, and then they figured out how to use mind control to their advantage, bro. Crazy shit,
yo. Facts. Well, I think we need to do a whole segment with a PowerPoint. Yo, actually, big facts. Yo. We got to put together a whole, like, because there's something new on the way, man. There's something new on the way. Mom said, of course they are. Don't sleep, be aware. Yeah, no, for sure. The one thing I'd say though, like, and I was just having this conversation, I think yesterday, it's like, yes, be very aware, but then also be very cautious not to be living in a state of fear. Like, you can know what's going on, but you also don't have to be afraid.
But get
like,
this,
you know
bro.
What I mean?
You know how Jeff said there's sleeper cells all over the place. Those people are in our government, bro. Like on the state board, bro. That's why they're trying to take all of our weapons away, bro. Like, they just passed a ban in Rhode Island, ban all assault style weapons. Massachusetts already banned them. Think about that. They de-weaponize us, right?
Yep.
And then they take all of our power away, and then that's when it comes. You know what I'm saying? Attack from within. All these people are gonna be able to fucking wreak havoc on us, bro. We can't defend ourselves. Like, I don't know. It's gonna be a bad time.
Nah, but the thing about it is,
say it. You know you want to say it. Just say it.
Yo, I do want to say it, but I you know what? Whatever. We uncut. We going down the rabbit hole. You know what I'm saying? So here's the thing, though. Chess. Really far ahead on this, right? There's a couple different things. Number one, like, warfare on the level that we're witnessing it on the world stage is primitive. So like what the actual warfare is that's going on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And like us worrying about our fragile state in these physical bodies, they're so far removed from that. So this is why I say that. It's because the next phase, I can't even call it humanity, but I'm gonna say the next phase of existence that they have in mind is the age of the cyborg. That's why they're rolling out all this AI stuff and getting people comfortable with the AI. We're already cyborgs.
Oh, for sure.
We're already cyborgs. This phone is part of you. Like, you know what I mean? Like your technology is part of you now. Now the next phase is to put the technology like in you. You know what I mean? Where it becomes a part of you. And that's why we're looking at things like when we think of like a Neuralink and stuff like that. Does it have benefits? Yeah, of course. Like if someone who's paralyzed can now walk, someone who's blind can now see, someone whose mind didn't really work the way and now it's working, amazing. You know what I mean? But we always got to be looking frames ahead. We got to be looking way down the road. Like, okay.
But are they actually walking and they actually seeing, or is it just a figment?
Honestly, I think they are, because you need those type of benefits for people to buy in. Right? For people to buy in. And at a certain level, the buy-in, not even the buy-in, the divide, and they show it to us in all the movies. The divide in society is going to become so large that we're going to split. And you're going to have people who would be considered like a resistance. And then you have people who are living in this new society. You know what I mean? The people that's living in the underground existence who are like, no, we want to go back to the ways of being human. And the people are like, nah, we're on this other stuff.
Exactly.
And that's going to be the real war. You know what I mean?
Like when you go on, like if you go on Facebook or you're scrolling on the internet, whatever, all it is now is AI video, bro. And it's getting harder and harder and harder to tell what is real and what is not. Because obviously right now there's still some kinks in it and stuff, and you could certain parts of videos you could tell are fake. Yeah. But imagine when it gets to the point where you can't tell, like that, like you're not gonna be able to tell if it was real or not, and you're just gonna be like, what the fuck? Like,
well, listen, I have an app where I can upload and like chop videos and stuff like that. If I want to post like a story or like a quick motivational video or something like that, right? Yeah. So I went on the app the other day. It's like, yo, upload a 10-second video of yourself to create your AI clone. So basically I can AI clone myself in this app, right? And then the app will make videos of me. I don't have to make videos anymore.
They have that already. I just seen that.
I know, that's what I'm saying. So like literally will be me giving a talk, but that I never gave. It's the AI doing it.
Exactly. I just seen that. They had a thing on TV with Howie Mandel, right? And he went and they had all these big ass boxes, right? With famous people in them. But it was the AI. It was the AI clone. Yep. And Howie was standing right here, and the other guy was in the box, and you could talk to him like you were talking to him normally, and he would answer your questions. And it's like weird, bro. Like you could have a clone, but it's AI clone.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like my AI, this could be my AI clone right now, doing this podcast, and nobody would ever even know. You feel me?
Facts.
It's crazy, and I seen that. I was thinking like, yo. That shit's crazy, because that AI clone could literally like do anything that he can do. You know what I'm saying? And he don't even have to be there. So imagine if that AI clone gets smarter and smarter and smarter, and then say it's like a AI clone of a president or somebody of high power, and that AI clone's like, yeah, I want to send these nuclear launch codes over. Here we go. See what happens.
Yeah. Or did you see that video of the president said do? Like, you know what I mean? And it's not an actual. It's not
exactly.
We're going there, man. We're going there. We're going there. Hold on. Let's catch up on these comments. So, Fatal in the building. Let's go, baby. Welcome to the stream. Clap it up for Fatal. He said Allison with the eyes and the concerned face. He's concerned. He's like, yo, what these guys talking about, man? Mom said she sent some videos for last, but we'll go there. We'll go there.
Yeah. Rob said I'm gonna learn telekinesis.
Yo, you already got telekinesis, bro. The only reason that we don't use our telekinesis is because we don't believe that we got it. You know what I mean? But
dolphins still use it.
Everybody has that. You know what I'm saying? Huh? Yeah.
Dolphins use it.
Hell yeah, for real. Bob said the racism will get worse. But so here's what I'm gonna say to that, right? It will possibly, but I gotta rewind on that and say that racism is really how we talked about earlier. Like there's levels, like there's distractions, and it's really like chess versus checkers. Like racism is the ultimate distraction because it keeps us divided as humanity.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So like, and it's a double-edged sword. It's because they're counting on you not knowing real history to buy into this programming of racism, and then once you buy into the programming of racism, you live as though you're subconsciously, you live as though you're less than, or you got something to prove, or you got to fight for something, or there's certain people holding you down.
Mm-hmm.
And then the other edge to that sword is that a majority of the people that you're like, oh, these people are like, might be racist towards me, or they're holding me down, or da 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 da. Now they're looking at you like, yo, I don't even feel like that, but that's what you're talking about, and now they actually starting to feel like
listen,
that.
Bro,
off of that, like, you know what I mean? So it's there's a whole lot to consider inside of that, and we really got to look at. I always point to this, man. We really got to look at the spectrum of humanity and realize that black and white is the greatest lie ever sold to us, because there are no white people, there are no black people. You know what I mean? Everybody who exists on planet Earth exists on a spectrum of brown. You know what I mean? If you look at the color spectrum of brown, every human being that you know falls somewhere on that color spectrum.
Unless they're albino.
Even albino people. If you look at, but even if you look at the lightest person you know, like, yo, you don't know nobody. You don't know nobody who look like this. You don't know anybody who look like that. You don't know anybody who look like this. You don't. You might know somebody extremely dark, like super dark. I've seen people like super dark like that. You know what I mean? But everybody exists on a spectrum of brown. You know what I mean? And that's something that we got to look into and wonder why this great divide was sold to us, because when you get into ancient history, none of that shit existed.
Well, bro, let me tell you
something.
None of it. Bro, let me tell you something. So I was doing research on racism and how it was founded and the people that founded it and how it started. And the thing that they always agreed upon was that the way that racism will never go away is if you keep it relevant, is if you keep people talking about it.
Mm-hmm.
If you keep people saying like that was racist, or that person said something racist, oh that's racist, or that person looks racist, or that as long as you keep talking about it, it'll never go away. And that's what they want, bro. That's rule number one, is to try to bring as much shit about racism into the black and brown community, and it just fluctuates from there. It just keeps building and building and building. And a lot of people are really passionate about it. And a lot of the people that are passionate about it, unfortunately, don't do their research on it. You get what I'm saying? And that's being like passionate about something that you have no idea about. I'm not saying that people that are black or brown don't know anything about racism, but I'm saying when you get really deep into it, a lot of people don't really know the deep level of it and where it originated from. Exactly.
Yeah, where it came from.
So I mean, and
there are people that's racist though. I'm not saying that there's not racist people.
Oh, I'm saying
there's people who will not like you because of the color of your skin.
For sure.
But it's not the factor that they would want you to believe that it is in your on your journey in your life story, man. It really don't equate. It don't have the heaviness that they would want you to believe that it does, man. And we're wasting a lot of our life energy fighting what's the word? Fighting a boogeyman. You know what I mean? And if someone do got racism, like that's their breakdown. That's not yours. Like, you know what I mean? Like if I ever meet somebody or see somebody who treat me different because they see the pigment or the shade of my skin, like I don't internalize that.
Yo, have you ever seen
that's their breakdown. Like that had nothing to do with me. You know what I mean?
Have you ever seen those? There was like a bunch of people that were a part of the KKK and white supremacists and shit, and they did their research on racism and shit, and they told they like were tatted out swastikas and shit like that, and then they actually did their research and they sat down and they talked to black people and they talked to brown people and Spanish people and other people of other races and stuff, and then they realized all the shit that they were told was not true. You know what I'm saying? And then these people are trying to get their tattoos covered up now and like, you know, trying to befriend people of different races and ethnicities and stuff like that. And they can't believe, they were like, I can't believe I wasted 20 years of my life, 30 years of my life thinking all these things and they were never even true.
Listen, I'm gonna say this for the record, man. Like growing up, there was a chapter in my life where I brought into all of that. You know what I mean? I'm like, yo,
everybody that we would,
they
we
trying
would,
to hold
you know?
me down, and like, yo, like, it's cause I'm black, and like, oh, I went through that whole chapter, man. Like, you know what I mean? I went through the chapter of like, white people are like this and white people are like that, and it's like this and it's like that. And the more I learned and the higher I elevated and the more people I got around, you know what I mean? And the more spiritual work I did, I realized how foolish that chapter of my life was, and it catapulted me to a level where now I could see humanity for what it is. Like, you know what I mean?
And don't get me wrong, bro. Like, there's a lot of people that are planted into businesses and things like that to keep people down, but you got to surpass them. You get what I'm saying? You got to surpass them, bro. And once you don't let them win, you're on top of the game, bro.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Let's go to some of the comments real quick. He
Yes,
said the
sir.
confusion is all done by design. Yeah. We are. Well, I'm gonna say we know who the author of confusion is, but I'm saying that conceptually because I don't believe in a little red guy with a pitchfork. But you know what I'm saying? Like confusion is key. Like, you got to keep people confused. He said there's only light brown to dark brown. That's it. That's the only thing that exists on the spectrum, man. He said racism will never go away because it's systematic in the base of the development of this country. Is part of the matrix. Well, racism is its own matrix. You know what I mean? It actually exists. It exists as its own matrix. And the reason why I say that is because even though I tell you right now that I don't subscribe to racism or internalize it, and it's not part of my life. Like, I don't think about it. I don't feel someone's holding me back. I don't feel like I don't entertain any of that stuff. You know what I mean? But guess what? The matrix still exists for me. I'm still fighting the matrix. I'm still maneuvering through the matrix. So like, there's different matrix that exists inside the matrix. Like, you know what I mean? Like, everybody has inside of the matrix. Everybody has there's multiple programming, and different people are subscribed to different programs. So some people are up against racism. Some people are up against loneliness. Some people are up against depression, anxiety. Some people are up against my mother never loved me. Some people are up against I'll never amount to. There's all these different programs that people have downloaded, and that's the program they have to maneuver through in the matrix. So it's like when Neo got to the in the matrix with Morpheus, right? And he's like, yo, you're gonna learn karate. What Morpheus did, he uploaded the karate program. You know what I mean? He uploaded a karate program, and then the dude started doing karate. Like, oh shit, how did I learn this? It's the same thing in life, man. You have to select. We're all in this matrix that's called the Earth, or living on this planet, the system that's set up, right? The ultimate goal would be get out the matrix. But guess what? While we're in the matrix, we have to select our programs ourselves. A lot of people are running programs and they don't know that these programs have been downloaded inside of them. They're not even aware of that. To them, they're just like, oh, this is life and this is how it is. But in actuality, there's a whole world of people living different lives, and all of the different lives that are being lived are all based on what program these individuals have downloaded. Because there's people sitting right next to you that have an entire different experience on the planet, that have an entire different perspective of the planet, what life is, how the future will look. Everyone has their own outlook and perspective on it, and it's all based on what you choose to download. So if you're running a program of fear and anxiety, you're gonna have a different view of the world than someone who's running a program of love and light. And it's just like that.
Yo, it's crazy because when you say shit like that, bro, it's like, imagine when we were kids, right? And we would be playing like Super Mario Brothers, right? And there was no cheat code. Like, you had to figure out everything on your own. You know what I'm saying? So you'd be playing the same game over and over and over every day, right? And you get to the end and you're like, damn, like this is crazy. And then one day you're playing it and you accidentally hit something, and then you go to another part of the game. That's like being in like the Matrix, bro. You gotta just find that cheat code. You gotta find that other part that you never knew was there, and you gotta, like you said, you gotta download it, and you gotta try to, make your way through it. If that makes any sense, it makes sense in my head.
Nah, it makes perfect sense. The thing about living in the Matrix, I'll give you the ultimate cheat code. Ultimate cheat code, right? For everybody who's trying to maneuver through this matrix, right? The one thing that I learned, and it's the ultimate cheat code for living in the matrix, is that just like when you purchase a board game, right? When you purchase a board game, what do they give you? They give you the board, They give you the pawns, right? That you got to use to play the game. But what's the best thing they give you? The instructions. The instructions on how to play the game, right? So what's happening right now is that a majority of people are playing this game and they never took the time to look at the instructions. They're trying to figure it out as they go. Like, I think this is how you play this. And then they do it, and then they, like, down the road, they figure out, damn, that's not how you play this game. Mm-hmm. Damn, I got to go back and let me try this. Oh, no, that's not how you... Yo, the instructions are out here for us. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? There's multiple instructional books on how to get what you want out of this game or how to get what you want out of this matrix. You just have to figure out what it is that you want out of this matrix or out of this game, and then go find the instruction manual. You know what I mean? Like, yo, I want to be someone who does real estate. Guess what? Go get the instruction manual. I want to be someone who's the best swimmer in the world. Guess what? Go get the instruction manual. Like, all the instruction manuals are out there. You just have to figure out what the hell you want to do.
I found out the hard way, bro. I was like, yo, I'm too ugly to prostitute. I'm too fat for fat for OnlyFans, and I'm too pretty to go to jail, so I can't sell drugs.
Mike's dumb, yo. You really thought about that too when you had that shit lined up, like.
Yo, it's true, bro. I'm like, every day I'm like, yo, I'm too pretty to go to jail, so I can't sell drugs, right? Yep. I'm too ugly to prostitute.
This guy is crazy.
And I'm too fat for OnlyFans.
Now you say you're down another 12 pounds, man. Let's go, baby.
I said 16 pounds, bro.
16. Hell yeah. I can see your fucking 16. Shoulders disappearing, bro.
Yeah, it's all going over here, bro.
If someone run up on you, you're going to have to call me.
Nah, I can't handle my own, bro. Like, cool, I'm going to call my fat brother.
Yeah.
Jay.
Fat, bro. You crazy, dog. That's crazy, dog.
That's when I let me come over and swim. Biatch.
Nah, bro, come on, man. You know you can come over and swim whenever you want, bro. Yeah. That's fucking crazy, bro. Mm-hmm. What they're gonna say? Oh, so what time is it? It's 8:54. Because there's a whole nother level I want to go to.
Oh, yo, on some other shit.
What did we miss? Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say we need to get this whole engine thing situated, but we'll talk about that off camera.
Yeah, for sure.
But what did we miss?
Yeah, we talked about everything. Oh no, well, yeah, we talked about everything pretty much. We went down a whole nother thing. We was gonna talk about the whole 12-day war, all of that type of stuff, but
we were gonna talk about Iran and Iraq and all these other countries that don't know what the fuck they're doing.
Yo, hold on though. Mike, I gotta ask though, bro. What was your reaction when you saw that? Like, what was your initial? I'm gonna tell you mine, but I want to know what yours was when you seen that clip.
Honestly, what I thought was it looked like he was frustrated, bro. It's like when you. It's like when you drop an F-bomb at one of your kids or something because you're so pissed at them. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yo, but there's nothing else you could possibly say. It's
just think about I'm not saying obviously if this is going on, whatever. Obviously it's a situation for him.
Yeah.
They told him we both agree to a ceasefire.
Yep.
Then they start dropping missiles, and then they say, "Oh, we forgot we're in different time zones." So we and shit like that. And he's like, "Are you like?" To him, he's probably like, "Are you fucking stupid?" Like, and then the reporter's asking stupid ass questions. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
he was like, "We got two countries that don't know what the fuck they're doing."
Yo,
do you understand that?
Yo, hold on. Can I get that? Yo, Wob said planes don't fly on engine fuel. Wob, what's he talking about? Mike, you know what he's talking about?
I don't.
Was that something that he said? Wow, break that down. I want to see if I can find this. Oh, Mike, you put it on your Facebook, right?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah,
I post bad shit, so you might have to scroll for a little while.
That's fine. I'm gonna go find that because I want to play that clip, man. But I'm gonna tell you. Matter of fact,
I'm gonna see if I can find it.
Do we need to play it or not?
We should play it because it was funny.
All right. Let me see. Let me see.
I'm gonna try to share it to you. All right, here I got it. I just sent it to your inbox.
All right. I'm gonna turn it up and then I got a couple messages in here. Andrea sent me some. I don't know if I'm gonna play it right away because sometimes she just be sending me stuff not for the show, just to like be funny and shit. Hold on.
keep that to yourself, bro.
Nah, I know that sounded weird as I started to like say it more. Hold on. Yo, it says this video got no sound, man.
What? What? Oh, they muted it, bro.
They muted it. Yeah, they ain't playing around.
Wow.
Well, whatever. Everybody done seen the joint. So I'm gonna tell you my initial reaction to this joint. Hold on, let me see. He said, I'm gonna send you the link after the show. All right, yeah, I want to check that joint out. So initially, right, my initial reaction hearing that, number one, we was getting involved in this joint, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, come on, bro. Like, I wasn't really with it, you know what I'm saying? So for instance, like when I heard like, oh, we might go da-da-da-da, I'm like, nah, this ain't, I don't want to get involved in this, like, do-do-do. I was kind of like not really with it, you know what I'm saying, if I'm being transparent. But because I felt like Trump might have been compromised. Like I felt like, damn, like they got him doing some weirdo stuff. Like it didn't seem like something he'd want to like really get in. But then I'm like, he's talking peace through strength. So the other side to me was kind of like, is this like a muscle move? You know what I mean? Like, yo, check this out. I'm a bust this joint up just to show you if it's on. I'm gonna really bust something up. Like, so this is just a taste of what could happen. Like, you know what I mean? But when I seen the clip of him talking about when he's like, oh, you know, this side and that side, I'm upset with this side and Israel, they did this and they did that. Like, as he's talking, I'm seeing like, yo, this dude is genuinely frustrated. Like, this is real. You know what I mean? I'm like, this is real. And then when he said, we got two sides that don't know what the beep they're doing. Yo, I got kind of amped, bro, when I seen him do that, because I'm like, yo, like, this is real frustration, and we need real frustration because they're playing games with people's lives. Exactly. You know what I mean? Regardless of what you're thinking about, if you're with pro-Israel or if you're like, yo, Iran got to get blown up,
people are dying
and all that, yo, people are dying, bro. Like kids are dying, women are dying, men that are just trying to go to work and live regular lives are dying. You know what I mean? And at the end of the day, like, human life is human life, and I'm not with just blowing up civilians. Like, you know what I mean? Like, yo, check it out. If this country and that country got a real squabble, like, you get your leaders, I'm gonna get my leaders. Let's hash it. Like, you know what I mean? Let's hash it. Why do the citizens gotta die over y'all bullshit? You know what I mean? Like, take it to some middle school shit. Like, yo, you get your people, I get my people. Meet me at the top of the hill at 2:15.
But that's the thing that Trump's been saying since day one. Even when Russia was at war with oh my God, what's the other? I can't think right now.
I messed it up too. Was it Ukraine,
Russia and Ukraine, and Trump was like, people are dying. We need like that has to stop. And it's always been his motive. Like, he don't want nobody to die. Like, stop the killing. Like, you can agree to disagree, but people don't gotta die because of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like while we're over here, like, arguing about the semantics of everything, like, people are getting blown the hell up.
Yo,
you know what I mean? Like, little kids is getting blown up, bro. Like, what are we really doing? We're like on some semantic, like, yo, I don't like Trump, and I don't like this, and I don't like that. Listen, by the time you say you don't like something, like, maybe 100 people just got blown up. Like, let's get it together. Like, you know what I mean?
And we only see what's on the TV. We don't get the real numbers, bro.
Yo, listen. You know what they doing over there? Like, I'm talking about like Gaza Strip, bro. Like, yo, it's real deal genocide, bro. Like, yo, when you learn about this shit in the film,
walk up to you and kill you.
Yo, they are wiping people out over there. To let me not get too crazy because Facebook will block it. But listen, really look into it beyond some American stuff.
I seen it. It was like, yo, if you're a woman caught over there, they rape you and they kill you. If you're a man and you don't choose to fight with them, or you ain't like from their like shit, they kill you, shoot you dead right there. Your kids too, everybody dead right in the middle of the street. It's crazy, bro.
Genocide, bro. They genocide them. They genociding people, and they're doing it on the world stage. And nobody cares because everybody's caught up on you know, I'm this team, I'm that team. Like, nah, bro. Like, I'm team humanity. Whoever's gonna save lives, whatever's gonna save lives, and whatever's closest to righteousness, I'm there. I'm with it. Like, I don't give a fuck about Democrat, Republican, like all of that. That's all. Honestly, yeah, a certain type of people subscribe to certain teams because that's how it's set up. But at the end of the day, like, right is right and wrong is wrong. I don't care.
At the end of the day, everybody's a human being, you know? And
yeah, exactly.
The shit that some of these people got to go through is not. Nobody should have to go through that, bro.
Yeah. Facts.
But that's how it's been since day one, bro.
Wob ain't rocking with the orange dude, yo. Wob said F Trump though. Yo, listen, that's the beauty of America, right? We all get to
agree to disagree.
We all
bro.
get to say what we thinking and feeling, and you know what I mean? Because like that's the thing, like people will bash America, but at the end of the day, like even like some of the people that be like out there like protesting certain shit, like if you took your protest to one of those countries that you're protesting for, they would kill your ass in like 5 minutes.
They wouldn't, not even 5 minutes. So as soon as you walk out, if any of us was like, oh, like free Gaza, or this or that, whatever, and you walk over there, kill you now, pow.
Yo, facts though. We're over here playing. We're playing over here. Like we got so much freedom that we're just over here playing with it. Like you know what I mean?
Like right now, I could just say, oh shit, I need milk. I'm gonna walk to the corner store. You know what I mean? Like over there, you don't got milk. You don't got milk. Like, you ain't going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna try to get
missiles. What we want to do, yo? They're blowing shit up.
Or get my throat slashed. Like it's like that's how they're killing people, bro. They're chopping their heads off. You know what I mean? Like it's crazy, yo.
But we're sheltered, man. We're sheltered in America, yo. He said they're playing diabolical games. Yeah, they are playing diabolical games, 100. Because guess what? At the end of the day, like they don't value human life. They don't give a shit about human life. You know what I mean? And that's why we have to care passionately about human life and not subscribe to their games and their semantics and their division and all of that. Like you know what I mean? Like we really gotta on our human level unite and take a stand for each other, because all of that division and semantics, it's all by design, man. And like we're doing it, and guess what? They're looking at us and laughing, bro. Because those same people that even the politicians, the people that get on TV and be like this one and this and this one that and da 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 da. When that camera goes off, guess what? They're like, yo, you want to go get a beer?
Yep.
Hey, you guys still coming over for dinner next week? They're laughing at us, bro. Like
Wob said Trump just tried to get an African president mad times. And then he said, fuck the government. They killed my uncle who won the president
election in Nigeria in the early 90s. Yo, that's crazy, bro. That's crazy, man. Like, yo, rest in peace to your uncle, man.
For real.
Yo, it really is a dirty game, and in a crazy part, and this is why we can never really conceptualize the game that they're playing. It's because they teach us to live by a set of morals that they don't live by. We're trying to play the game by a set of rules that they don't play by. You know what I mean? Like, we worry about, is this make me a good person? Is this the righteous thing to do? Like, am I gonna go? Like, some people are like, am I gonna go to heaven? Am I gonna go to hell? There's all these factors. Like, is this because of this race? Is this because of that? All these things that we're considering, they're not considering any of that. They don't give a damn. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they don't give a damn about us as a human race. You know what I mean? And again, that's why we have to not play their game, not subscribe to their programming.
Well, the way the government is, bro, it's like it's a dog eat dog world. Only the strong survive.
And if the government is playtime, like that's just playtime, dog. Like the people who run this world, you don't even know. We can't even get close to figuring out who the hell they are.
Exactly.
Because the government is just like. The government is just like the floor manager. Like, you know what I mean? Like
it's just a puppet show at the end of the day, bro. It's a puppet show, and we don't know who's behind the puppets, bro.
We don't know.
Nope.
We don't know, man.
And we'll never know. Nobody will ever know. Like, do you think the president of the United States runs the world? No, he don't.
Yeah.
He has a boss. You know what I'm saying? I mean.
Oh, I gotta move this crazy, joint, man. I think something going on. But I could talk about this forever. We're gonna talk about some more next week. But it is after 9, so I gotta go. I actually gotta go move my vehicle real quick. So
you don't get a ticket.
Yeah, buddy. It's after 9, but the sun's still shining though.
Yeah. Why are they giving you tickets now over there?
No, not at all. Not at all. I gotta move my truck, for some reasons. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
He said, and the people, are all the people that alive before the Bible in BC going to hell are the doomed? Hey, listen, we're gonna talk about that next show. Let me pull it up here so I don't forget. We're gonna dive into that because there's a level to that. I really
all the people who lived before the Bible and before Christ going to hell, are they doomed? Are they doomed?
Listen, we're gonna go into that, dog. We're gonna go into that. We're gonna go all the way into that. I can't wait. But listen, for far as tonight. Listen, I appreciate you guys. Love you guys, Mike.
Peace. Hey, but next Wednesday, I might be a little late because I don't know if I'm going to Cape Cod to that water park. So I don't know what time I'm going to get home or not.
You're fine.
So
we'll figure it out, man. We'll figure it out.
Well, but we'll be on. But I might be a little late.
Gotcha. Well, we appreciate everybody who tuned in tonight, man. And we're gonna catch you guys next Wednesday for a super duper show. We're gonna dive into. I want to talk some Bible stuff with you guys, and just ask some questions and let's dive into it a little bit.
For sure.
All right, guys. Peace.
Peace.